Hey, Kat here, and I'm here to do the Diversathon TBR because I'm almost done with Tale of the Body Thief. In fact, I'm probably going to finish it tonight, and then I'm going to probably finish Sandman tonight. So that's pretty cool, right? And by the way, my lighting is horrible because I decided to film this at night when there's no natural lighting, and I look like a fluorescent piece of trash. Yeah. But at least Batman loves me. Anyway, I have 4 books I want to read during this Diversathon, and Diversathon you basically just choose like an author or a topic or a character that's pretty diverse in some way. So, yeah. One of them I don't know if I'll get to, and I have like a few alternates in case I don't really want to read it or something, because sometimes I just don't feel like reading heavy topics. Or I know one of these books I have. Uh, I tried to read before and I didn't really like it, so we're gonna try it again. The first book I have to show you is the one that I tried in October, and I couldn't really get into it for some reason. And even though it has all the elements I would love, erotic, horror, spicy, gumbo, I think it's even set in New Orleans. Like, how would I not enjoy this? But I didn't. So I only read like the first few pages and I was like, I'm not feeling it. So maybe this round. And that is Poppy Zebright's The Drawing Blood. And Poppy Zebright is a transgender male. He was born female and now he identifies himself as a gay male. And so this one's about a guy named Trevor, and he is a cartoon artist, and he goes to a house, I don't know, because there's this giant thing kind of covering it, to a house with his lover, and there are ghosts and terror, and I'm pretty sure there's a vampire. I'm pretty sure this is a vampire book. It says ghost, but I think vampire. And aren't like vampires kind of like ghosts? I mean, they're both undead. They're both kind of hot people. I mean, other than ghosts can just like fly through you, and vampires eat you. Whatever. Oh my God, is Hannibal a vampire? No, you have to be undead. You have to be undead. Everything's fine. The next one I have is Suicide Notes by Michael Thomas Ford, and this is about a gay teen who tries to commit suicide. I don't know if I'll actually finish this because I really don't like real sad stories, like when it's like could happen. I just don't like it. I like seeing it on films. Like in films, I'm just like a crying mess and everything's fine. But in a book, I'm just like, I really don't want to turn the page. Everything better turn out fine for this dude, or I am going to freak out. So, probably why it took me so long to finish Fault in Our Stars. Ah! But yeah. And the author I know is gay. I don't know if this actually happened to him. I don't know if this is based on true story or not, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And the next book I have is Batwoman Volume 3. I just hit my face. And Batman Woman is a lesbian who is kicked out of the military for being a lesbian and decided to put on a bat symbol and fight crime, much to Batman's dismay. But luckily, they're now friends, so everything is fine. And she's cool, and she wears heels and kicks people's butt, and everything's awesome about her. I still prefer her with Renee Montoya, and not, I forgot her name, Dwayne, I forgot her name. But I don't like her new girlfriend. I liked Renee, but I understand why they broke up, and I understand moving on. But I liked Renee. I just gotta say it. In case you thought that was spoilers, like that was not spoilers for Batwoman Volume 1. That's like spoilers for Batwoman 5 Convergence's Crisis Ago. So, yeah. The next one I have is Evanfall by Sony and Ayas, but Sony is actually Santiona Hasil. He does the 5 Barrio series, and I really like the 5 Barrio series. I love First and First, Caleb and Oliver for life. For life. And Santiano Hasil, I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing his name, but it's an alias name anyway, so it's fine. Fine. But he is a gay, bisexual man who came from a very conservative family that eventually kicked him out for being bi, so that's interesting. in a sad, depressing, I just made myself sad way. But this series, Evanfall, is about Boyd and Sin, who work for this company of shadows, because that's the name title of the series, and they are assassins, and both of them have grown up in a terrible life because it's a dystopian future, of course, and they're just doing their thing and then eventually fall in love, and I'm sure that's like some detrimental thing to their whole thing, and they try to leave the company. I'm not quite sure, I just know how these things go. But I heard Sin's story like is super sad, so I don't really I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. This is why I read comics all day, guys. I just stay with my comics. Even my comic books make me cry. The next one, like I said, these are like alternates, these two, Evanfall and the one I'm about to show you. So I don't think I'm going to read all of these books, but whatever. But the next one I have to show you is the only David Leviathan book I have not read yet, and that is Boy Meets Boy, and that's kind of what it looks like. It's all blue. Ooh, it has hearts. You know, it's like tooth achingly romantic when it has hearts, like the candy hearts on the cover. Yeah. But this is I'm thinking of Two Boys Kissing. I was thinking the plot for Two Boys Kissing. What is this one about? Oh, apparently this deals with like transgender kids, gay straight alliance, that like straight kids helping out gay kids. Paul really wants to get with Noah. There's an ex-boyfriend, Kyle. I don't know. I just heard this is like the most romantic, sweet thing on the planet, and it'll just leave you smiling, like you just like. Which I don't know if I'm really gonna be liking like tooth achingly sweet, because I've been reading a lot of Hannibal fan fiction, and a lot of it is Will Graham and Hannibal, and I am just like so used to that now. Like in fact, when I read like a really fluffy fanfic of Hannibal, I'm just like, where's the murder? Where's the murder? Why aren't you guys doing solving murders or something? But yeah, so it'll be different from what I've been reading lately. That I've been reading the Vampire Lestat's thing, the Vampire Chronicles, and they're just a roller coaster. I'm not quite sure. And why can't Lestat get with David? Anyway, I have a whole thing about it later. So that's it for now. Goodbye. I forget it.